Hey fellas, how you doing? Going to whine and cry a little bit. I have spent since 8 o'clock to 12:18 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time trying to get through the VA Healthcare Center. I don't know if you know it, but I get healthcare through the VA. And if I'd have known how shitty it is just to get through the bureaucracy part. Now, I'm not talking about the actual nurses or clinicians. I'm talking about the administrative boneheads that couldn't find their ass cheeks with both hands. I mean, it is just murderous to try to get anything done. So, back in June, I've got a broken tooth and I got it fixed in the community healthcare, which it was great. But there's still a bone sticking out through my gum. Tooth 18s are here on the left side of your jaw, all the way at the end. That molar is gone, except for it looks. When you look at it, it looks like a toothpick, a wooden toothpick with a sharp point on it, and it scratches my tongue. So I have been trying for weeks now to get through the VA system and the VBA system, which is called the Veterans Benefit Administration, is pretty much shut down. The Veterans Health Care is not shut down, but I cannot tell you 50 phone calls, rings 30, 40 times, and then they just hang up on you. Here's the difference when you actually get to see the clinician. So, do you remember a while back I got stabbed in this eye? So I get stabbed in that eye, and I finally fist fight my way through the administration and admin people, and I'm actually bleeding in the lobby. And as soon as the doctor sees me, he sends me off to the emergency room, and they take care of it, and I'm good to go now. So, anyways, since then, I haven't tried to go back to the doctor except to get this toothpick-sized piece of bone pulled out of my tooth, pulled out of my head, my lower jaw. I cannot tell you how frustrating it is. There's also a thing under My Healthy Vet where you can type the people who make appointments and the rest of anyways. If I would have known how shitty the healthcare was, I would have probably still remained a bad guy, made a lot more money, and wouldn't have got shot or blown up. It's never the clinicians unless you get a hold of some crazy clinician, but it's always the bureaucratic people, the people that sit in a desk and type in your name and this, and come on, just stop. So anyways, I've gotten 8 secure messages today from the Veterans Administration people here in El Paso telling me that not only I had to make the appointment for myself, and I've had to pay for it out of my own pocket. I'm going to cause a lot of trouble for the VA dental clinic here in El Paso. So I have an appointment to get my tooth with the same people who took most of it out the last time on the 29th. And oh, by the way, my last message was, hey, you're scheduled for a CPAP machine and a sleep study. And I was like, I passed my sleep study and I don't need a CPAP machine. What are you talking about? On top of that, we're sending you out for a cardiogram on EEG. I'm like, I don't need a cardiogram. I don't need an EEG. I don't need you to do anything for me. I'm fine. I said that when I want health care, I'll come and get health care. I cannot tell you. It's mind-numbingly maddening to deal with them. If I had my way, I'd riff them all. I'd riff every administration person in there and just turn it over to AI. Because, basically, I scheduled the appointment. I just can't take it to just. Well, it's not my job. I said, well, instead of making me spend 4.5 hours out of my day. Why couldn't you just send an internal office email and say, hey, can you contact Frank Forsyth Dental Clinic? Oh, that's I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. Frank. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I was like, did you know I used to work for the VA? Anyways, I had the temperature set at 70 and the AC unit just went off, so I'm just closing up the windows. It's just absolutely maddening. And then if they don't like you, they put you on hold, and then all of a sudden you get disconnected and you have to go all the way back to the beginning of the line. For the last over 4.5 hours. And you know what? I had to make the appointment myself. I had to call that same dental clinic. I can't even fucking tell you. Here, you know what? Let me see if I can sign in and I'll show you so I don't sound like a fucking psycho. And you know what they want you to do? They say little snide things to you, little stupid stuff so if you raise your voice to them, they call what's called Federal Protective Services on you, and then you're having a lot more problems. Okay. Let me try to sign back in here. So far today from the VA, I got a response from the White House about my message about the VA. Thank you very much, Mr. President. I appreciate you responding. No replied secure message. Here's another one. Okay. We have one more new secure message. Let me go back over here and sign in. So it used to be you just signed into My Healthy Vet. And from there you could talk to your doctors and the rest of that stuff. So what I was trying to do is simply, can you guys call the doctor's office? Can I call the doctor's office? Do I still have an authorization? And I'll show you what they put me through. And the thing they hate about this is once you sign into the system, they don't have the ability to delete our messages between each other, because if they do, you can involve the VIG and they'll lose their job. It's just, come on, it's just murderous. Okay, let me put my email in there. They got me wound up. Make a guy want to start drinking again. All right. No, of course. I have to pause you. I have to pause you because I have to get a text or a call, and I'm not sophisticated enough to figure that out. All right, I'm gonna pause you. Hang on.